parents lost their job as wallaby hunters because wallabies went extinct. We needed some type of income, so I sailed off to South Africa to find gold. Eventually, I ran out of food, and the closest place was Ushuaia, Argentina. The natives led me to a cabin, surrounded by jaguars. We all ran, but the jaguars chased us. I went back to my boat and looked for food elsewhere. Eventually, I hit the Brazilian Amazon rainforest. My plan was to climb up the trees and pick off bananas, oranges, mangoes, and coconuts for my journey ahead. As soon as I find a mango tree, it starts pouring down, raining, hard. So hard that I can't see. At this point, I'm tired, I'm wet, and I want to go home, but I know my family needs me, so I head off to Africa. I end up in Congo. The natives tell me I'm very close. They motivate me to continue on.
Shen's bored doing the same thing every day in Yemen. She wants to meet new people and explore new things, so she decides to start sailing on the Somali Current, not knowing where she was headed. Shen had been traveling on the Arabian Sea for what seemed like forever. She was thinking about all the adventures that she would face and all the people that she would meet. She was really excited, but she was also tired, so she decided to take a nap. A big bang jolted Shen awake from her deep slumber. She stood up to see she was on some random port. The sign said Gwandar, Pakistan. She stepped off the boat only to see her boat was stuck in mud. It seemed like no one was around until she heard a small voice. "Hi there," the voice said. Shen looked around and she couldn't see anything or anybody. She looked down and she saw a goat. But the goat can't be talking, can it? No, of course not. Shen was just crazy. "Hey," the voice said. "Me, yeah, I can help you." The goat, knowing how desperate Shen was to get back on the seas, made a deal with her. She said that if the goat could come on the adventure, she would help Shen get the boat moving again. And since Shen was lonely, she agreed. The two went back on the Somali Current all the way to Mumbai, India. Shen and the goat, whose name she found to be Aries, had one thing in common. They really wanted to see the gateway of India located in Mumbai, and so they did. They had a nice picnic in the cool weather. The next morning, they woke up and headed into the North Equatorial Current, where they were thrown into the Equatorial Current and then into the South Equatorial Current, until finally they were thrown into the Mozambique Current, where Shen was tired of being thrown around and stopped in Mozambique, Africa. Shen and Aries were tired of sailing around places. They had nothing to do back in their homes, so they decided to make one final stop to stay at forever: South Africa.
My journey to South Africa started right here in Northern California, where I currently go to college. And one day I just thought to myself, college just wasn't for me. So I dropped out and decided to sail the Western Hemisphere. My first stop on the way to South Africa is Cancun, Mexico. I stopped here to get some gas and relax on the beautiful beaches, where I met two friends, Pedro and Juan. My next stop on the way to South Africa is Dominican Republic, where I met my cousin Fernando that I haven't seen in a few years. The first thing we did after I arrived was go visit the rest of my family, and the day after we went to the art museum so I could learn more about my culture. The last stop until I reached my destination is Brazil, where I decided to get some gas and relax with my cousin. But the day before we were going to leave, we watched the news and found out that we were going to be caught in a hurricane, so we decided to stay a couple more days. After being stranded in Brazil for a couple more days, we decided to start sailing again so we could finally reach our destination, South Africa.
When I arrived at South Africa, I see other people just as confused as I am. There's no way they're natives. If they were natives, they'd know the land, so they must be looking for gold, just like me. I may have been the last to arrive, but I was the first to find the gold. I was so quick to hopping back on my boat and sailing back to Australia until Jade's friend Juan found me. Juan explained to me how long and hard they all looked for the gold, and I felt bad, so I decided to share.